Hello guys and welcome. We are approximately 5 minutes out from kicking off with another evening of Shots Fired podcasting. Speak to you soon, guys. They're going to be dedicated just on the air combat side of things. Looking forward to Battlefield 5. Fair play, absolutely outstanding. Oh my days! Oh my goodness, and he gets the two-piece, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, and there it is right there. We're moving to the top.
Oh, getting an awesome kill on Marcelo there. That was on point.
And that right there is how you dogfight, ladies and gentlemen. What a play. Drop one of them. Oh, grabs two, three. Two great pilots. In fact, Fluffy's just gonna land on him and take him out with the tire. Oh my God, Monster getting a roadkill with the plane. Lives. Moby jumping the rail and knifing him for his first kill of the game. I would like to say I'm surprised, but at this point, I could see Moby take out a tank with a knife, and it really wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, that kid really does, he really likes sticking bitches, doesn't he? He likes to stick that knife in folks. Good God.
Yeah, he'll cut a bitch. He will cut a bitch.
Boy, I tell you what.
Oh, look.
Watching Viper making use of the 37mm cannon, which has been an extremely effective weapon utilised. Oh, that was a shot and a hit there that he managed to put on Thing, but not a kill quite. Is he going to be able to get the angle now that Thing is going to be severely compromised in terms of mobility and agility? No, he manages the disable and the engine kill on Attila Dude. That was just crazy right there. Fair play, absolutely outstanding. Oh my days! Oh my goodness, and he gets the two-piece, ladies and gentlemen.
What, this gun?
Uh-oh, Harley. Here you go, Harley. Oh, dropping one. There you go, Harley. Get you another one. Get you another one. Grab him there. There you go, Harley. Where's the dip? Where's the dip, Harley?
Drop the dip.
Drop the dip. Oh, she takes out the horse. Mr. Camelot going down to Harley as well. We still have not got a dip, but she's going to grab yet another one. She's almost out of lives, but she's just going for the...
Moving up secondary to these guys who are currently about to move in on Delta and lock things down, but they're about to go up against the Vanguard from Phoenix Elite, so we're going to see one heck of a firefight develop here, guys. Look at the bullets fly as Phoenix Elite and Long Range Recon Patrol go toe-to-toe on Delta, and it looks like Long Range Recon Patrol are keeping the numbers and Phoenix Elite taking heavy casualties, unfortunately, and Long Range Recon taking a initiative on Delta objective. That was very strong. Hello guys, and welcome to another evening here with Shots Fired Podcasting. Joining myself guys, KLWHitmanPike, Battlefield esports shoutcaster and lead producer on Shots Fired Podcasting. Joining me this evening guys, we've got an awesome guest inbound for you. He's going to be making a lot of wonderful themes and noises from his speaking mouth, and I'm interested to hear how he's going to be kicking this one off. So I'd like to welcome DXMimzy. My dude, welcome to Shots Fired Podcasting. How are you this evening?
Had a good hard work yesterday. Had a long day yesterday and come today, and I'm feeling good, ready to rock.
All right, my dude, it's great to have you on board this evening. And guys, we're going to be going over a few various things, so you're going to have to keep tuned for what's coming up. But DXMimzy, of course, does represent Syndicate. He's been with them now for approximately 3 months, and he's been with the Battlefield community since the beginning of Battlefield 1. And he's going to be telling us a little bit about what he gets up to with Syndicate, and how he's found his way into Battlefield. And then later on guys, we're going to be discussing a little bit about team structuring and how team leaders can basically pre-plan their matches and their events and structure their teams to get the most out of what their team has to offer. And at the end of the cast, guys, we're going to be going through a little recap of all the events hosted by Hardcore League in 2018. And there are quite a lot of events, guys, but we'll be going through those events and discussing the various outcomes and the winners and the losers. Not that really are any losers in Battlefield esports. But in the meantime, guys, Mimzy has been kind enough to lend me an hour of his time. And I just want to introduce him and find out a little bit more about the character behind the name. So Mimzy, take it away, my dude. Where did you kick off with gaming?
All right. Well, back when I first started online gaming was all the way back in Gears of War 2, actually, and that's where I got my excitement from. And then I come from a very competitive family as well. My father used to race stock cars and everything. Very competitive family, and I was introduced to gaming when I was 8, and then Gears of War 2, big Gears of War fan, played it, loved it, first online play, and then that's where I found the passion in my heart. A few other games come along, met quite a few people. Then Battlefield 4 came along, which I was actually into the Halo franchise for quite a while. The Halo franchise had my heart for all the way up to Halo 4. Halo 4 came out. That's where I really got busy into hopefully hopping into some sort of league play when they first announced Halo Championships and all that kind of sorts for them. Things just kind of led me to create my own community for a little while. Clan, we used to call it X-Play Legion of Assassins for quite a few years, about 4 years I've led that, and then I came out of retirement. That's about the same time, of course, I've moved out of my parents' home when got married and everything. So now I'm became a casual gamer for quite a while, but the passion was still there. I had to continue to quench that thirst. Played a bit of Battlefield 4 back then, but when Battlefield 1 came out, that's when the spark really got into, because I was actually hoping for a World War II type game, and then suddenly World War I came out, and so I kind of settled with it. But when I settled it very well. And so 2 years I've played with Battlefield 1, and a lot of the names, of course, I've remembered as a casual player, but I did not actually be introduced to the Hardcore League. I actually found it about a year ago, but I never had the push to enter. And then a friend of mine, I would like to say B Godzilla 1, really good friend of mine ever since I first started in the Halo We've been friends for at least 6 to 7 years now on Xbox. And he had introduced me to Syndicate, in which they had introduced me to the Hardcore League, which was wondrous. It was something I was finally able to grasp a hold of, something that I was longing for, as to look for that competitive scene, because I just felt things were just too easy. Things were getting just so just, I guess, boring in a way, and I don't want that kind of passion for what I do to be boring. And then finally, I was introduced to something new, and that was the Hardcore League. And so now I'm here today, and I enjoy it very much, along with my gameplay and along with Team Syndicate.
Sure, no, that's one heck of a journey you've had there, buddy, and it's good that you've made so many great friends over the years, and you've stuck together really as a community. So that's obviously one of the things that we've got to offer here at Hardcore League, is we do give you guys something to hold on to, because we realise there is a gap in the market for Battlefield esports at the moment. You know, up until now, it's been something that hasn't really had that much success, but you know, what we're developing now is just incredible. You know, the community surrounding it, it's not even just about what happens during the esports matches, it's, you know, it's everything that goes on around it, and how these guys interact with each other, and the professionalism demonstrated by the Battlefield esports community is just incredible. So it's a good positive vibe really, and it's one to go forward with, and it's something that we like to promote here at Hardcore League. See, we've got Shando coming in the chat there, coming in with shots fired. Yes, hello my dude, welcome on board, it's good to have you my dude. And we got Untwisted in the chat as well as Bleedy Eyes, what's going on, and Unterbones, cool name, and of course my friend JT Storm, welcome. So guys, if you haven't already heard it, this is Shots Fired Podcasting with myself, KLWHitmanPike, and tonight's guest is DXMimzy, and a little bit of tidbit of information for you guys tonight. Mimzy is going to be joining me as colour commentator during the Phoenix Elite Aerial League Stage 2 match, which will be happening tomorrow. So keep an eye out for more information, because we'll be dropping a little bit more stats on that later. In the meantime, guys, of course, we were just discussing before we came in a little bit of the history surrounding Syndicate, and these guys, they really are on point. I've covered Syndicate on a number of occasions, and they really are just something else. You know, their team play is just incredible. They really do come together as a community on the field, and you know, it's great to see how they've developed themselves. But what's your sort of you know, what have you guys been concentrating on recently in terms of your sort of tactics and strategy? Obviously not giving too much away now.
Of course. Things that we've really been concentrating, being that Syndicate has pretty much been in it for about a year. So I want to still say that we are fairly still new, of course. We still have some green, but we do have quite a few solid players that are very gun-ho. We're ready to go. And as far as strategies and things of those sorts, I think in Battlefield 5 when Battlefield 5 comes along and things start to roll very well, it's really going to come down to chemistry and also map knowledge. I feel map knowledge is going to be a great issue, a great detail for BF5, because of course these are new maps, but not only are they new maps, these are, in my opinion, are very new to Battlefield in general, because when we played the beta, the maps were there was no start, no end, there was no middle, there was no side to side. All the points could be pushed from anywhere. There's the and I think that's because they want to implement the building factor of the support class. So I feel, as far as strategy, for at least with our team, is that we want to be prepared. We want to be prepared for our roles, and be prepared for all the any new members and old members to be ready to know each other and each other's skills, and to be on top of each other when the time comes.
Sure, absolutely, and I think what we're seeing right now is the teams that have stayed consolidated and have been remained proactive in the latter months of Battlefield 1. I think those are the teams that are going to come out on top, because already a lot, you say a lot of it is based on your knowledge of maps and the weapon systems out there, and how that all combines. But of course, a big part of it is having that team there in the first place, and you've got yourselves, Syndicate, you've got Enjoy, you've got Strike Team 6, Prototype. You've got so many good teams out there. Point Gap, LRRP. All teams that are staying active and have got their squad work absolutely on point. They've got the structuring on point. Their approach to the map is on point. But that's going to be all thrown to disarray to a certain extent come Battlefield 5, because like you've just mentioned, these guys are going to be dealing with an unknown entity. They're not going to have that prior experience, because right now, obviously, everyone knows these maps inside out. Their knowledge is just like, it's deep. Everyone knows where to rat. They know where all the runs are. They know basically where to fall back to, where to assault to, how to hit a flag, and how to get the best out of the objectives. And that is going to be completely stripped away for that first 2-3 months of Battlefield. And I think what you're going to be seeing is a lot of people just developing that initial knowledge of the game, and you add in the fact that they're also not going to have any real knowledge of the weapon systems. Those weapon systems, yes, they are going to be more predictable. Battlefield 5 is going to be working to a different model altogether, but you're still going to have to develop your understanding of that weapon and a healthy respect for how it operates and how you can get it to operate to its best advantage. But no, absolutely. Bomb, I like it, my dude. Yes, I never stop talking about Battlefield. That is correct, sir. So I don't blame you, my dude. That you are not wrong. But like Shando says, I am deep Battlefield, my friend. And right now, DXMimzy is representing Syndicate. And we're just having a little chat here, guys, about the various things going on in the Battlefield esports community at the moment. You might pick up some tidbits of information on how to start up a Battlefield esports team, or how to structure your team, or how to attack a certain flag in a certain situation. That's all the sort of things that we discuss here is Battlefield esports analytics. We also want to be showcasing our community members out there and people getting involved in the esports side of things. And this is your opportunity, guys, to come in and tell the community who you are, represent yourself, represent your team, and really just give a positive light for the Battlefield esports scene. So Mimzy, as we were discussing before, Syndicate right now, you guys are in a really good place. What's your plan? What do you think you're going to do on that first sort of 24 hours of Battlefield? What do you think you're going to do first, Battlefield 5, as a community?
Me in general, I love the history of World War II. So I think my first 24 hours is what all can I find that they put in that game that's going to be from World War II to the T. I want to see, do they have this? Do they have that? I'm a very immersive player. I'm very even though I love the competitive side, I'm very immersive in a lot of things, and that's the one thing that I'm going to be looking for, that I get very excited about, is the fact that I already know the STG-44 is going to be there, and I was like, oh man, and I'm looking for the MP40. I see the MP40, and then the other, M1 Grand. I'm wondering, is the M1 Grand going to be in the game? For my first grind into BF5 is that I'm going to be very observant. I want to see how much and how far were they willing to go to implement as much of that era as possible into that game. Now, earlier, and then I know this is kind of a side of what you just asked me, but earlier when we was talking about, having people come in and new people who would like to be introduced to the Hardcore League. Just short on that is that I actually had someone that we Syndicate loves, of course, plays pubs. A lot of the teams play pubs in public matches, and we represent. And there's times we go against each other. And I've recently had someone approach me who had asked, "Hey, how do you get involved in that? Y'all are a competitive league team?" And I was like, "Yes, we are." And this was a community group platoon for about 40 people, which of course is a very good start if they ever wanted to do a league team. And he was very interested. So it just comes out to reaching out, just we are always more than willing to help for any communities, anyone who would want to enter that scene. I don't want anyone, because I felt that way. I felt kind of worried for that year. But I told you that I looked into the Hardcore League, that website, that time, and then I never did anything for a year because I was like, I don't know any of this. This is all new to me. Can I even get into this? And it was like a raw approach. But now that I'm in it, I see that there's people ready to let me know and help me out. So I don't want anyone to feel like that they're going to go in blindly. There's plenty of people that's going to be able to lead them into the right way of a professional esports league, and this is it. So I do encourage for any of those who wants to come in to don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to jump in it.
Sure, no, absolutely. You just touched on an absolutely valid point there. One of the things that we really want to do here at Hardcore League is make Battlefield esports accessible to everyone, from your professional esports players to your competitive esports players to your casual players. And that's why we hope to engage with the community as much as possible. We do that in a number of ways. One of the ways we do it is by obviously hosting casual events ourselves, where people have the opportunity to come in and play with the members of the esports community who they usually see up on the screen getting shoutcasted. But we also want to engage proactively with other communities out there by providing advertisement services, shoutcasting services, and developing our relationship with said communities, because again, this is all about developing a platform for you guys, the community, both as individuals and as teams and as we say, communities, to really go out there and just showcase your skills, because Battlefield is just such a fantastic game. It's a fantastic opportunity to work as a collective. There's no individualism, there's no lone wolfing, especially with the route that Battlefield 5 will be taking. It's gonna really condense that whole teamwork ethic, and that's something that we want to capture, because it's something that's incredibly unique, especially in this day and age. The world is a very polarized environment, and it's very sad that that's the case. But here you have this island of calm where you have everyone coming together, positively interacting, having an absolutely fantastic time. And one of the things that is great about Battlefield, and I know I touch on it every other podcast, but for me, and you touched on it before, it's that immersion, and it's having your buddies in a trench. You're all getting shot at, and the bullets are flying and the shells are coming in, and you guys are you're really taking heavy fire, but you're just really there. You're in that, in your head, you're there. It's immersion. So that's something that is very important. That's something that Battlefield really does deliver. And it demands a higher expectation of you and your character. You've got to go out and help others to get help yourself, to get ahead as the team and to win that objective. There's no lone wolfing opportunity, really. So that is where we're coming from. We want to capture that. We want to capture you guys at your best. And we know that you have some absolutely fantastic skills and all my days moments out there, because we see them week in, week out. And it's certainly something that I can't wait to definitely take into the future.
Pike, I would like to comment on that, for the fact that so many times we watch Call of Duty esports, Halo esports, and there's always this key player out of a 4v4, 6v6. There's always this key player that can do so much. I mean, look at Shroud. Look at how designated he has become. Look at how great he's become now. Of course, he has left the esports scene for his streaming career, but he has made that for himself. But that's what I think esports or Battlefield can be more different. It can be something to bring to the table. You know, hey, Battlefield, what can you bring to the table? We already have all this stuff. What can you bring? And we bring teamwork. We bring these such large. It interests me the strategy on how to take 16 to 32 people and create a professional match, and the strategies and the teamwork, and put it all there for everyone to be like, oh wow, like these some really good plays, you know. And they watch the Hardcore League streams, the past matches, and these are things, you know, when you're watching a Call of Duty match and everything, you could possibly pick out who are the best players. And on Battlefield, I enjoy it so much because I feel like you can't just sit there and pick out the best players, which if you know more personally and everything, of course you can. But out of 32 people, say if you're someone new and you approach the esports scene and you look at a team, you're thinking to yourself like, wow, these people really know how to strategize. I think esports with Battlefield can be bumped up to a new level. Not just singularly really good players, but a team as a new level of type of esports. And I feel that we can bring that to the table against like with all the other esports scenes. That'll be our card, I feel like.
Absolutely, and we've said it many times here, you know, whether it takes a year or whether it takes 10 years, you know, we have the passion to see this through. And at the end of the day, if they see that there's enough people interested and there's enough of a market developing, you know, people are, you know, this is where it starts. You've got to start somewhere, guys, and don't be afraid of just getting on board with something just because, you know, it's not massive, you know, yet. Battlefield esports is headed in an absolutely fantastic direction. You know, the community is being listened to by the developers, by the community managers. I can't emphasize that enough. We genuinely are being listened to. You know, they've gone ahead and just delayed the game by, you know, 4 weeks because they were listening to us. So, you know, I know there's various theories out there as to why Battlefield was delayed, but genuinely, guys, you know, I say this with confidence, we are being listened to as a community right now. But we got Bosch coming in there. Bosch representing Hardcore League staff, guys. Bosch is one of our head managers, and he does a lot of work behind the scenes, guys, to make the Battlefield esports scene work. And what's going on, my dude? Welcome to the stream. We've got DXMimzy right now, a guest representing Syndicate community. We've been just chatting, chewing the crud, haven't we, so far, dude? And we've just been discussing all things that are great about Battlefield esports. So you guys are definitely agreeing. Dirty Fighter coming in there. Battlefield, in my opinion, would be best esport. It has so many game types. Conquest would be exciting as a spectator. Absolutely, my dude. You've got to check out some of our past broadcasts on the channel. You will see either myself or It's Mason here or Mr. Deadeye himself shoutcasting. I do believe we also have the real Dum Dum as well, who was shoutcasting with ourselves, and occasionally we do have Enjoy Silent, who gets up and does a little bit of shoutcasting. And of course, guys, DXMimzy will be joining me tomorrow for Phoenix Elite Aerial League Stage 2, and that is going to be spectacular, guys. It's just been absolutely wonderful so far. Phoenix Elite Aerial League is coming on absolutely fantastically as a community. They are actually looking for shoutcasters at the moment, guys, so anyone who's interested in getting involved, that might be a good opportunity. They are also looking for staff to get involved behind the scenes and help out create that awesome Battlefield esports that they bring month in, month out. Alright, guys, that takes us on to the next topic, which is going to be the previous events of 2018, and of which we've had quite a number of showcase events for you guys to get involved with. And the first being with the Battlefield 1 Ace Dogfight Tournament, and that was 2 versus 2. And if I'm not mistaken, first was taken by The Business, and that was Corpus Drage and Mordred XZ. Unfortunately, I wasn't there for that specific event, but I believe it was an extremely good event. It showcased some absolutely fantastic dogfighting, and it also planted the seed for the Phoenix Elite Aerial League. Coming in second was a Long Range Recon Patrol. Long Range Recon Patrol are an incredible community, guys. They've been with us now for quite a while, at least a year or so, and their professionalism is just out of this world. They are really a beacon to other esports teams and to new esports teams on how to conduct yourself. And they were represented by Butler Boy and AOM Unknown V2. And coming in third was Eye for an Eye, another great Battlefield esports community. They were represented by Fupex34T and Kojo Stow 08. So that was a good event. I remember watching it retrospectively, and I believe at the time it was very popular within the community. We got quite high viewing numbers, but it was definitely good fun, really. And then, of course, guys, we had the Battlefield 1 Elite Division Tournament, and of course that was taken by Prototype. PT coming in there with the win, and that was just incredible in performance by all teams all round. Again, unfortunately, I was at work for that, so I didn't actually get to see it myself. But we had the ADM Spring Platoon Championships as well, and that was won by SAP, represented by Tag and Bag. And coming in second was 6Gs, 6-star Generals. So again, a great event there. And these are just all events, guys, that right now you can get involved with. All you need to do is head over to hardcoreleague.co, sign yourself up as a free agent, get on board our Discord, and we will have you in touch with one of the many team leaders out there who are currently recruiting and building their team up. Alright, so just looking at that chat at the moment, Dirty Fighter coming in. I still watch our old Hardcore League videos, so intense. My dude, absolutely. You've casted a few of our games. Dirty Dozen? Oh, my dude, yeah, absolutely. Dirty Dozen. Oh, great community. You guys really do bring the pain during the matches. Definitely remember a few of your better moments. We've also got Boyer in the chat, guys. Boyer is a member of staff, and he is a scout for the podcast. If you want to get involved and you want to be interviewed in the podcast, guys, get in touch with Boyer or Enjoy Silent or Hubert. And I'm also seeing that we have Mr. XV Psychotic himself, guys, chief producer of Tactical Talk. Tactical Talk running in conjunction with Shots Fired Podcasting, guys. Tactical Talk will be running during the week, and I'm sure Psychotic can pop up a little bit more information about everything that he'll be concentrating on over the coming weeks and months. But welcome, my dude. Psychotic is also co-producer on Shots Fired Podcasting. So yeah, that's pretty much everyone in the chat there. I see Mimzy, but all right, my dude. I think we'll wrap things up there, guys. But thank you very much for joining us again. It's been an absolutely fantastic podcast. Apologies for the audio issues earlier on. In the meantime, if you haven't already done so, guys, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share the channel. Let the people of Battlefield know that there is an esports podcast / chat show dedicated just to competitive gaming and to you guys, the community. As I say, and I can't say it enough, this is all about your opportunity to tell us about yourselves, your team, and really showcase your skill set. In the meantime, guys, I'd like to thank DXMimzy for joining us this evening. He has been an incredible guest. No worries. Thank you, dude. Apologies.
I know. Thank you, guys, because, you know, this is all new as far as me being a shoutcaster, and I get very excited, so I really hope I can bring the table. I've seen, talked with a lot of people, and Deadeye is their favorite, or HitmanPike here is their favorite, and I've got some competitions. So I'm hoping to maybe I can make a good scene for myself here, make a lot of good friends, and make it well with the whole league and everything, and help you guys out.
Sure, no, absolutely, my dude. And as always, we are welcoming as a community. If you want to explore a certain skill, if you want to become a shoutcaster, if you want to become part of the podcast team, if you want to join the Hardcore League staff, There is an application process. There is an interview involved, but we are looking for people who are passionate about Battlefield, who are reliable, who are trustworthy, you know, and if you're already involved with the esports side of things, and you get involved as part of a team, then you already are familiar with the Hardcore League, its setup and how we work, so you will be definitely favoured upon. Alright guys, thank you very much for joining us. My name is KLWHitmanPike, Battlefield Esports Shoutcaster with the Hardcore League, well-fit Brit with the razor-sharp wit. Peace out.